All right. Hey, this is Josh Cropsey, and I am giving you some information to help you get ready for speaking evaluation number one. This is SSP 108. The topic to this particular um, speaking evaluation is going to be about travel hassles, which is the topic of Unit 2 in our SSP book. I'm creating this to help you get ready for the speaking evaluation. So, first of all, just real quick, things that I think are important. In general, how am I going to grade you? Uh, First of all, I think time is important. So, how long should this speaking evaluation be? I would like the speaking evaluation to be at least 3 minutes in length, and it could go up to 5 minutes, so 3 to 5 minutes. And here's the deal, if you can stay in the time frame, I will give you an extra point on the speaking evaluation. It's important to be able to speak within the time frame given, 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. The next thing that I think is important is is your stage presence. Listen, the first thing I want to say is, if you look nice, then you are more confident. So I'm just asking that you dress appropriately. No shorts, no sandals. Make sure you if you're wearing a hat, take your hat off, take your coat, your winter coat off, and dress business casual. That's, I think, a good general rule when you're giving a speaking presentation. Listen, it also impresses the teacher, me, when you look nice. So dress nice. The other thing about stage presence that I want to share with you, it's important that you put your shoulders back, put your head up, smile, be confident in yourself when you get up to speak. Do not lean on anything. I've seen people lean against the wall, the whiteboard, lots of different things. Just stand straight with your hands at your side. You're welcome to have a 3x5 card. A 3x5 is about this size. You want to be able to hide the card in your hand. So use something about this size and write your main points only. I do not want you to read the presentation. I want you to speak in a natural way, but it is okay to have your main points on 3x5 cards. The reason that's important too is because I think eye contact is important. Try to give, this part of the room a little bit of attention, and then the center of the room, the people in the center, some attention, and then look over to the other side and give everybody a little bit of eye contact. That's really critical when you're communicating with an audience. Okay, so all of those things are important. Time, stage presence. I'm also going to be grading you on your fluency, which means that you're talking at a normal pace. You're not hesitating. I'm going to be checking your grammar. In this particular presentation, I'm going to be looking for, I would love to see you use at least 3 conditionals in your speech. So I'll be counting those. So make sure you use 3 conditionals. And we'll talk about that grammar in Unit 2. Also, I would like you to watch your verb tenses. Be careful with articles and prepositions. And another thing I want you to work on are S's on plurals. And make sure you put S's in the simple present. For example, with a he, she, it. subject, the verb needs an S, like he walks, she walks, it walks. So don't forget that S with the third person simple present verbs. Those are things that are common errors that I don't want you to make. Okay, now let's talk about pronunciation. I'm not talking about your accent, but I'm talking about the way you say things. Can I understand the words, the sound of the words clearly in English? And that's pronunciation. I will also be grading vocabulary. Do you use words from the vocabulary? In this particular speech, I'd love to hear you use words from page 19, the different products and ideas to solve travel hassles. So that would be fantastic. Okay, what else do I want to say here? So here's a couple of things. As you're preparing your speech, in your introduction, when you get up, the first thing I want you to do is stand up and just smile at the audience. And I want you to introduce yourself by giving your name and then the topic that you're talking about. And this is all about travel hassles. Next, I want you to introduce the topic by telling a short story about a travel problem that you have had personally. And if you can add a little bit of humor, if something happened to you that at the time might have been a little crazy, but also funny, that would be a wonderful way to start your presentation. So that's the first part in your introduction. The second part of your presentation, I want you to discuss the biggest hassles people face when they travel. And give me at least 3 of the biggest hassles you think are involved with traveling. So describe those, explain them, and then the last part, I want you to share some products or ideas that might be helpful to take care of these travel hassles. Again, some ideas are on page 19 in the book. Lastly, I just want to remind you in the speech to use 3 conditionals, and you can see different conditionals on page 21, letter A, that give some examples of travel hassles used in conditionals. So that's about it. If you have a question, you could even just type at the bottom of the video in the response section any questions you might have. These presentations will be given in front of the class. Half of the students will go on week 2 Thursday, and then the second half will go on Friday. So we'll take an hour each time, and everybody has to be ready to go on Thursday because you don't know if I'm going to pick you. All right. Hey, I'm looking forward to meeting each of you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.